Momokeas here, and today we're going to be gushing or crushing over a game we beat on stream a while back called Garden Story. Now, this game was released August 11th of 2021 and was developed by Picogram and published by Rose City Games. Rose City Games also published other indies alongside Garden Story, such as Floppy Nights and The World Next Door. As far as I could tell, this seems to be the only game from Picogram so far, but I look forward to seeing more games from this brilliant developer in the future. Spoiler warning, in the event I spoil anything for my fellow Star Warriors, and without further ado, on with the show! In this cute pixelated adventure game, you play as Concord, who happens to be the last grape born of the kindergarten vine. You go from becoming the keeper of the kindergarten to working towards becoming a guardian. With the guidance of Plum, one of your guardian friends who raised you, you begin your adventure by helping your fellow fruits and vegetables and protecting them from the rot. The rot are these beings that can take multiple forms and attack in many different ways, either by just making contact with you, shooting sludge at you, or exploding. There are 4 distinct towns that you will be helping. They are Spring Hamlet, Summer Bar, Autumn Town, and Winterglade. Each town will give you 2 to 3 tasks to do a day, and by completing those tasks, you get closer and closer to getting the town's level maxed up. The higher the town's level is, that means the more that you can build and repair structures, as well as the more that the shopkeepers will sell you in regards to weapon and jar upgrades. As you explore, you'll find multiple statues of past guardians, which in turn unlocks their memories. As you unlock each memory from each guardian, they give you buffs to your health, stamina, luck, and other stats that make you stronger for your journey. As you unlock more stuff in the towns, you get to learn more about the history of the grove, the history of the rot, the history of your own existence, and how everything is related and intertwined. By the end of this game, you can actually travel without the rot being an enemy to you, unless you accidentally swing on them. First of all, let's talk about how adorable this game was. I loved all the different outfits that you could put on Concord. I loved all of Concord's relationships with different characters and how those relationships progressed. At the beginning of this adventure, everyone looked at Concord as if he was just a very small baby, entering the world for the first time when he emerges from the kindergarten. Then, by the end of the game, they're praising him for being the new guardian, a strong guardian, and the savior that they all needed. The boss fights were really challenging and fun, and the puzzles in those dungeons gave a pretty good level of difficulty. Except for the sewers. We don't talk about the sewers. I lost my mind on the sewers. The music was amazing, and honestly, I didn't realize that I had heard this music before, as other editors tend to use the same music from Garden Story in the background of some of their videos. I loved how cozy and comfortable this game was, and while I wouldn't suggest speedrunning it, you can speedrun this game and still get a similar experience. If you do want all of your weapons maxed out, though, you are going to have to grind each town's level to about level 4 to get max upgrades. Speaking of grinding, if you do want to grind out this game to 100% completion, you're going to have to get each town's level to max, which the max level is 5. Now, this is where the game gets tedious, as some days you will only get 1 or 2 tasks from the job board and not all 3, making this grind a little longer. There is a workaround though. If there is time that you do not need to gather materials, just sit on a bench, let the time pass, and then sleep. That will reset for the next day, and you have more tasks to grind out. Speaking of grinding, the materials in this game that you need for upgrades and progression are a daily reset. So every day in game, it resets all the materials you can possibly get. And some of these rare materials that are really kind of rare drops make the game a little longer, considering that for some upgrades, you are going to have to collect upwards to 10 or 15 of these items so that you can get those upgrades. It is a lot, but it is well worth the grind if you want to just kind of fly at the end. Despite the grinding, I can definitely say this game was still a gush for me. I loved this adventure and I appreciate the journey, and I strongly suggest you all give it a playthrough for yourself. So this game is available on Steam for a solid $20 and is also available on almost all consoles. Sorry again, PlayStation players. At the time of this recording, you could play it for free on Xbox Game Pass. If you've played this game before, let me know. Did you have different opinions than I? Let's open up that conversation. If there are any other indie titles that you would like for me to play, leave them in the comments below. I'm always looking for more games to play. If you want to watch me play these indies live, you can check me out on twitch.tv/Momokeas, and all of my other social links will be in the description below. The next Gush or Crush will be on the game Tunic, and we are still playing this one live. I hope to see you all there, and until next time, stay awesome!